Hey everyone, we're here again with Random Spiritual Thoughts. And this week's Random Spiritual Thought is going to begin in the book of Romans. So Romans chapter 12 in verse 1 and 2, and then we'll skip to verse 21. It says, I appeal to you therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that by testing that you may discern what the will of God is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect. And then verse 21 closes out that chapter by saying, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. See, in the Romans chapter 12, I think Paul is trying to get to us is that we are to change our lifestyle. We're to be different. So the phrase I want you to think about this week is surrendering to a lifestyle for the benefit of a relationship. For example, once I committed to my wife, Cammie, all my other relationships with women changed forever. Think about that. My bank account changed. No longer was it mine, but we had a joint account. No longer was it my house, it was our house. No longer was it my car, it was our car. My relationships to other people and the things that I have been a part of changed forever when I committed to my wife. I changed my lifestyle for the benefit of that relationship. See, when you commit to Jesus, you're surrendering to a lifestyle for the benefit of a relationship. Now, I know it may be a while since you've been in an actual bookstore before and looked around, but if you go to like a Barnes & Noble or Books A Million, you'll see all these books. And the section that's always kind of interests me that I walk through and just kind of look at what's new and what's happening is the self-help section. You can go to that self-help section. You can learn how to fix your car. You can learn how to make money. You can learn how to get in shape. You can learn how to diet. You can learn all these things. The world has produced all this knowledge on how you should live your life. You see, Jesus has something better for you than the world could ever offer you. But it's surrendering to a lifestyle. See, God has given us His Word so that we can go through and we can see the things that God loves and the things that God values. And when we love Christ, we're going to be willing to surrender to a lifestyle for the benefit of a relationship. Listen to this again in verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, one last thought I want to leave with you this week is you've heard it many times, hey, you need to live for Christ. You need to serve Christ. You need to do this for Him, this for Him, this for Him, and this for Him. This week I want you to think about this phrase. You're called to live with Christ. When you're out serving, you're serving with Christ. When you're loving people, you're loving them with Christ. That's how I want you to think about your relationship this week. You're not doing a bunch of things for God. He's called you to come alongside Him. Remember, called to the disciples, come follow me. See, Jesus says, come follow me. He wants you to surrender to a lifestyle for the benefit of a relationship. Remember, you're not doing all these things for God arbitrarily. You're serving and living with Christ. He is with you this moment, walking with you. I hope you have a great week. And remember, walk with Christ.